Nigeria is ground zero, the focal point of the most brutal and murderous anti-Christian persecution in the world today. Moderate Muslims who speak out against the radical Islamists or refuse to conform with the serial killers are murdered as well.
We are watching this very closely. Just minutes ago, this began. It is a House subcommittee hearing on a crisis that we've been spotlighting here on the Faulkner Focus. Christians in Nigeria facing persecution and mass slaughter. Many experts are now calling it genocide. Earlier this week, radical Islamic terrorists attacked a Christian church during a service, and we watched it as it had been caught on camera. And you see the people there gathered. The terrorists fired dozens of rounds at those worshipers who were ducking and trying to get away. Some of them managed to do that, but 2 people were killed, and the terrorists did what they always do. They kidnapped people after that, at least 2 people that we know of. Also this week, gunmen stormed a girls' school dormitory, killing a vice principal, and again, kidnapping, this time 25 girls, and they are still missing. But the international attention may be starting to have an effect. This is breaking news, and it happened just a few hours ago while most of us were sleeping. Nigerian president has put off G20 trip to focus on internal security issues. Remember, President Trump has been pressuring him, and it said as far as military action to get that government to help protect people being killed in Nigeria. Well, this week I had the privilege of moderating a panel of experts and religious leaders alongside U.S. Ambassador Mike Waltz and rap superstar Nicki Minaj. This is an issue close to her heart as a Christian. Her own pastor is Nigerian. She has stepped in as an advocate for those under attack.
Religious freedom means we all can sing our faith regardless of who we are, where we live, and what we believe. But today, faith is under attack in way too many places.
Rapper Nicki Minaj taking on a new international stage, using her superstar power to bring global attention to the mass executions of Christians in Nigeria.
We have an entire faith that is being erased, one bullet at a time, one torched Bible at a time.
U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Michael Waltz, invited me to moderate a panel spotlighting religious violence and the killings of Christians in the 6th most populated nation on the planet.
In the Middle Belt and in the North, churches burn, mothers bury their children for the crime of singing Amazing Grace. Pastors have been beheaded for preaching the Sermon on the Mount. Entire villages wake up to gunfire because they dare to commit the crime of calling Jesus their Lord. This is not random violence. This is genocide wearing the mask of chaos.
Nigerian leaders, including President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, deny it's genocide. However, Dr. Gloria Samdi-Puldu, who advocates for families whose loved ones have been taken, told me this.
We have a lot of our Christian girls that are abducted 1, 2, 3, 4 on a daily basis in their communities, and they are taken into the forest in the hands of different terrorists that we have in Nigeria.
Why isn't the military engaged? Why aren't the law enforcement? Is that the Nigerian government?
I think there certainly are some kinds of politics that may be involved in that, but the reality is that those early warnings are not being responded to, and dozens after dozens get killed because nobody goes and answers those warnings.
Is this about a caliphate? Why do they kill Christians? Is it a religious, spiritual warfare that we're seeing now waged on one side?
When the attackers themselves say we're aligned with IS, when they themselves say we will kill all Christians, the Christians who see that and experience that every day, they believe them because they know what's happening.
I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. That's a legal definition.
That CPC designation, what does that allow President Trump to do that maybe we don't know about?
Diplomatic pressure, sanctions, there's a number of things that can be done, but I honestly believe the Nigerian government reacts most to the pressure, the public pressure that they feel. Right. There's a lot of industry there.
According to Enter Society, since 2009, at least 125,000 Christians have been slaughtered by radical Islamic terror groups, including Boko Haram. There are now 22 of those terror groups, some aligned with ISIS.
If the government is not willing to do it by themselves, then they need that pressure from the international community. It doesn't need to just be the U.S. It doesn't need to just be us. It should be the entire United Nations.
The UN has these organizations that will go in and actually remove these landmines for countries.
After the panel, I joined Nicki Minaj and Ambassador Waltz on a tour of the UN.
To people who are going through hard times right now in Nigeria, I hope that when they see this being done, that it makes them feel heard, you know, that it makes them feel like, okay, someone cares.
Well, they are being heard now, and we do care, and we are covering this. And this movement today by Nigerian President Tinubu needs to be very swift. People are dying daily, girls tortured to give up their love of Jesus. President Trump, his ambassador to the UN, Michael Waltz, and others, and you see Nicki Minaj putting it in the pop culture, current society. There's pressure now coming from every category here in America, and we will cover it.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.